Nobody wants to work forever. Working sucks. So here's what I would do if I was in my late teens, early 20s, and maybe my parents said, yeah, sure, you can have a custodial account. And if your parents are losers and they're like, no, you can't do it. The stock market is scary and you'll lose everything just like your Uncle Buck, then fine, whatever. Ignore your parents. When you turn 18, this is what I would do. And this is assuming that at 18, you also have a job. If you don't have a job, then we'll skip this part for now until you do get a job. This is Charles Schwab. It is a brokerage. It is the kind of thing that your boring parents probably have an account with. You're going to get an account too. Now, if you have a job, you're going to open a Roth IRA. And if you don't have a job, you're going to open an individual account. If you do have a job, you're going to open a Roth IRA and an individual brokerage account. You're going to have two of these things. Now, the money in the Roth IRA, will grow tax-free. This is specifically for retirement, for when you are almost 60 years old. So it is for the future. And the reason that you want a technology fund in the Roth IRA is because you avoid taxes on it. And look at this performance on this thing. Look at it in the last 10 years, up 517%. This could all be tax-free gains. Now, if you don't have a Roth IRA, you can just put this in your individual account for now. And once you open your Roth IRA, once you get a job, then you can start buying this in there as well. By the way, this is not financial advice. There are lots of other tech funds, including XLK. It's the same thing with very similar returns, 507% returns, or VGT, you get the idea. There are lots of these types of funds that are up massive. This one's up 525, but look at the cost of this one, a little bit more expensive. And I bet that you recognize some of these companies, right? Microsoft, Apple. And in my individual account, I would put one S&P 500 index fund. You can see that this one is up 198% in the last decade. They're all going to be up 198% over the last decade because they all invest in the exact same thing. VOO is another S&P 500 ETF, and SPY is a third. And I would bet that you recognize even more of their holdings, right? Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Meta, that's Facebook or Instagram, Alphabet, which is Google, Tesla. If you invest correctly over the next couple of decades, you could be retired before all of your friends. That's why you want the two accounts, by the way, because the money in the Roth IRA, you really can't access until you're 59 and a half, or at least you shouldn't. And the money in the individual account, you can get access to whenever you want. Yeah, you'll owe some taxes on any profit, but hey, it is what it is, right? I would rather pay a little bit in taxes and be able to retire at 45 while all my friends are going to their miserable suck-ass jobs complaining about their stupid lives, and I'm sitting on a beach somewhere, and they're all going, how does he do it? How do they do it? Because I invested, bro. That's how. All right, see you later.